How did two airliners, guided by a controller and separated by 1,000 feet, still become one of history's most horrific accidents? Every minute our skies hold between 15 and 25,000 aircraft. Daily, over 100,000 flights navigate this invisible highway system. So, why don't they collide? The answer lies in air traffic control and a network of imaginary pathways in the sky. Much like roads, each airway has strict altitude rules. Eastbound traffic flies at odd-numbered levels, westbound at even ones. This structure, managed by controllers, allows thousands of planes to cross safely with a buffer of 1,000 or 2,000 feet. But on November 12, 1996, this system failed catastrophically above Delhi. One aircraft was Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907, an Aviation Il-76 carrying 37 souls from Kazakhstan. The other was Saudi Arabian Airlines Flight 763, a Boeing 747 returning to Jeddah with 312 people, mostly Indian workers. Their paths were set to cross at a designated point in the sky called the Lumba waypoint. After takeoff, both flights were under the guidance of a single Delhi air traffic controller to maintain separation on the same inbound path. He instructed the descending Kazakh plane to level at 15,000 feet. The climbing Saudi jet was told to hold at 14,000 feet, a seemingly safe 1,000-foot gap. At 6:39 p.m., the Kazakh crew reported reaching 15,000 feet. Moments later, the controller issued a critical warning. Identified traffic. 12 o'clock, reciprocal Saudi Boeing 747 at 10 miles. He was telling them the other jet was directly ahead. But confusion brewed in the cockpit. The Kazakh flight needed a radio operator to translate English instructions into Russian. Vital seconds ticked away as the message was processed. What the controller didn't know was that the Kazakh plane wasn't at 15,000 feet. It was still descending. In the vastness of the sky, a few seconds and a few hundred feet were all that stood between routine and ruin. A nearby U.S. Air Force cargo plane radioed in, reporting a massive explosion. Both airliners had collided. The left wing of the Ilyushin sliced into the left wing of the 747, with their wings sheared off. Both aircraft entered uncontrollable, fatal dives. The Boeing broke apart mid-air, while the Ilyushin spiraled down. All 349 people on board perished in the fields of Haryana. The world was stunned. How could this happen with a confirmed altitude gap? The investigation revealed a tragic chain of errors. The Kazakh aircraft had mistakenly descended past its assigned altitude to 14,000 feet, placing it directly opposite the Saudi plane. Translation delays, possible misinterpretation of the hold instruction, and reliance on an aging radar system that couldn't display altitude all played a part. Furthermore, official guidelines for opposing traffic on the same path recommended a 2,000-foot separation, not the 1,000-foot gap used that day. This disaster became a brutal catalyst for change. From unimaginable loss came non-negotiable safety reforms. It mandated the universal adoption of the Traffic Collision Avoidance System, TCAS, in commercial aircraft. It forced stricter English language proficiency requirements for all international pilots. And it accelerated the global rollout of advanced radar that could track altitude precisely. Their legacy is a sky made safer for millions. If you found this investigation into a pivotal moment in aviation history compelling, please support the channel by hitting the like button for Winds of Thought. Your engagement helps us uncover more stories.